Welcome to People Want to Know. I'm JP Dominguez. Thank you so much for watching Jessica Dominguez TV. It's an absolute pleasure to have here again with me in the studio Jorge Mario Cabrera, the Director of Communications from the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights. Thank you for being here again.
Thank you for having us.
So Jorge Mario, we know all over social media there is so much talk about the election. What does this election have to do, and why is immigration so important, and why is everybody talking about it?
Well, we have seen the worst of politics come out in terms of immigration. Donald Trump and others blaming immigrants for all the failures in our nation. We've also seen some very good policy solutions coming from other candidates who are getting ready to ensure that our families stay together. You know, it's a cliche, but every election is important. This particular one, though, is going to define our future. Not only the nation's future, but immigrant families' future. Because whoever is the next president can either end programs such as DACA, move through with immigration reform, or end these programs. We also have the Supreme Court also having their say later in the summer. So right now, the question is not what are they talking about, but what am I going to do myself as an individual? How am I going to get involved to make sure that my voice is part of the solution?
Right, and a couple of weeks ago, we actually posted some videos with Naleo talking about how people can register and vote. But outside of that, outside of just our duty to vote here in this nation and vote for a candidate that represents our views and represents how we want our community to be treated and listened to in the future, what else can people do? What other types of civic engagement do you recommend, and especially at this time where everybody wants to say that they want to get involved?
Yeah. Well, listen, there's volunteer activities. Let's say you're interested in technology, but there is a senior citizen home near you. You can volunteer your time and help those elders learn how to get online and how to register to vote, or how to look at videos on their favorite political figures, for example. You can do so much. And some people say, well, that's not my field. You can follow your dreams by helping others. You can help community organizations. You can help register to vote. You can help people who are citizens register to vote and actually get them out to vote on election day. The worst thing we can do is sit this one by, let the whole thing develop, and later we can say, oh, I didn't like that result. Well, that result is part of our action or our inaction. A perfect example is Dreamers, DACA recipients who, as soon as they received DACA, went out to volunteer to organizations, develop their own software programs, develop their own organizations, develop their own videos, their own websites. That is a way in which they can educate their peers and the community at large.
So I think the message is actually very clear, is there are enough opportunities out there for us to get involved. We just have to seek them out. What are some opportunities specifically at CHIRLA? What is the organization that you work with currently doing to reach out not only for this election, but in other areas?
If you're interested in law, in legal services, we have a whole series of legal services that we provide that you can do an internship, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. If you're interested in writing, we have a communications department. If you're interested in civic engagement, there's a whole civic engagement program that we have available. If you're interested in educating the community, there's an organizing department. If you're interested in finance, we have a whole administration department. So the thing is, get involved in what you love doing. But most importantly, remember that what we do right now impacts our society, impacts our community, impacts our nation. And that's what we're trying to make sure. And that's what some candidates are trying to make sure happens this time around. No matter what your political leanings are, get involved. That's what's important.
Absolutely. And if you want to find out more information about the opportunities CHIRLA does offer during this election season or any time, you can go to www.chirla.org. Thank you, Jorge Mario, for sharing. The message is very clear. There's no reason not to get involved. There's no reason to not make future changes for the future of our community.
That's right.
And there's absolutely no greater time to do it than now.
That's
Thank you so much for being Jorge Mario. Absolute pleasure. Thank you for watching People Want to Know on a weekly basis. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Share this video. Let your friends and family know how they can get involved. And we'll see you next time on People Want to Know.